insights, things that are relevant that maybe you should be thinking about or that you're not considering. It feels like there's something to unlock. You said the word connection. There's some sort of keystone. I'm seeing a key going into a lock. That there's something for you to unlock. My blocks. Okay. Perfect. There's something for you to unlock here. And when you get to the other side of that, what I'm actually seeing is it's heart-shaped, the lock. Oh, oh my gosh, how fun. That the thing that you are unlocking feels heart-shaped. So let me know if this resonates and if you feel like you have some emotional, specifically if it's like self-worth or kind of related to the first message where we were talking about what you deem valuable, your energy, your time. Did that first message, if you were here for that, did that first message particularly resonate? Because it seems like it's picking up on that. It's like it's the heart work, it's the inner work. Not even though we're talking about some spirituality and energy movement, and sexuality, obviously that does heart related. I wasn't even thinking about that. We're talking about chakras. That's looking at sacral for sexuality. So to me, this is coming across as actually focusing in on some of that heart space because it's about that energy exchange. What is valuable? What are you giving to other people? The entire time, just for your reference, the entire time I'm talking about this, I have chills going up and down the whole time. So this feels like this is so important. This feels like this is a really meaningful chapter. I don't know if you have been building to this, if this is something you've been thinking about or something that you have been battling with, but like, it's this feeling like, yes, like you've arrived. The fact that you are ready to work on this, the fact that you are ready to make shifts and these adjustments, that it's like, finally, great. I've split from my ex of 20 years. No kidding. There we go. So it's like, okay, here we have a new chapter. And this chapter is like, yes, how can we make sure that you are unlocking the blocks? It's not about clearing the blocks. It's unlocking them. So it feels like it's things are chained up situation. So it's not that what we're unlocking is a safe. That this is a heart-shaped lock that has chains and it is going around something, is protection. We have to pick our own lock. If we don't have the key, we have to pick our own lock. Like it's such a crucial step to unlock that, to open your heart up in this different way. And how it feels to me is that it starts with how you're filling your cup. It starts with that self-love. It's what do I value? Number one, journal questions. If you're a journaler, these are some things, maybe write them down because this is how they're coming through. What do I love about myself? Number one, what do I love about myself? 2, how am I worthy? So we're thinking about our value. What do we bring to the table in all areas of life? Doesn't have to just be a romantic partnership, in all areas of life. How am I worthy? The tangible ways, the things that you do, that you contribute, that you offer, that you share, that you give. How are you worthy? Put those down so you can read them. Push yourself to have it be 5 to 6 things if you're having trouble. Minimum of 5 to 6 things. How are you worthy? Number 3 feels like this is a gratitude type question. What have you learned from this 20-year journey and experience? It's a sticky thing when we have a chapter that's ending, one that's fraught. how do we find gratitude in that? That's really uncomfortable. It's a tough spot. Talk about perfect Chiron retrograde this week. I would look out for that video when that comes out tomorrow, Cate, and I would watch that. That will be out on my YouTube channel tomorrow, specifically talking about the Chiron retrograde. That's what's coming in. Chiron is looking at wounds. It's looking at deep healing and lessons, and this feels like this is relevant for you. What was number 4? Fourth journal prompt. It's about your empowerment. What am I going to do next? Not what could I do? What might I do? What do I hope I could do? What I dream I could do? What am I going to do next? You are reclaiming your power, your conviction, your value as you were assessing through these exercises. You're recognizing what your worth is. What am I going to do next? We're stating it. We are inking it. We have the conviction. We have card number 2. I put it away. Card number 2. The conviction, the persistence, our inner strength. I haven't even flipped over your card yet. It's just a lot of stuff coming in. Let me just check in the chat first because I've seen it going up. Giving myself to others, trying to balance it. Yep. He was abusive. I'm so sorry. And I'm doubly happy I was clapping earlier because I didn't know that. I'm happy that you are out of it. Compassion, love, peace, wisdom. I know this. Controlled. Oh, yeah. Okay, then I guess these prompts really do make sense. Yeah, what am I going to do next? That can be achieve. So it's not what am I going to do next in a way that's like, what am I going to do? Oh, what do I do? No, this is empowered. Like, this is what I'm going to do for myself, for my growth, for my career, health, wellness, other relationships. Seems like there's some sort of an incubation period and not like rushing out into another relationship, but it's moving forward with what you have. So if you're really resonating with that first reading, you're taking inventory. It's not just about this one relationship, but with all of your relationships. What are behaviors, things that you learned, how you were shaped by this abusive relationship? Because it's likely that you developed thought patterns, habits, impulses that are present in other areas of life. This is the card. This is the prayer card. This one always requires extra explanation. I surrender to the power of prayer and devotion. So, Cate, if you are somebody who prays, this is a very straightforward meaning. It's prayer, it's thinking about religion or spirituality, connection to the divine. If you are not, or if you have a combination of both, then I focus on the surrender piece. When we're surrendering, we are fully letting go. We're talking about blocks. We're talking about things that are locked up, things that you've had to keep protected with good reason. But to enter into this new chapter, we also have to surrender. And with surrender, we have a full release. So we could be connecting to higher power, divine energy, spirit guides. You could be connecting to your spirit team. You could be asking for signs, but what I'm getting emphasized here is that, but you are finding your power in this. So we're not deferring the power to somebody else. We're not saying like, oh, this being, that being, just it's up to the universe. Like, yes, we want to release a little bit of controls and the constriction and the lock. We want to undo the lock. We have to relax. We have to surrender to be able to undo it. But we are simultaneously reclaiming our power through this process. And that is really key. So surrender does not mean giving up. Surrender means releasing what's not serving you, releasing what's holding you back, and reclaiming your autonomy, your power, conviction. And of course, as we were talking about before, your self-love, the love that you gave away. We are reclaiming that for healing. Oh, I'm so sorry. And again, incredibly, incredibly glad that this is a chapter that's closing or closed or being put behind you. And you know what? You know what, Cate? Tears in this situation, it's energy. It's energy that needs to move, that needs to get out of your body. It is um it's the dam opening. It's the thing that's locked. It is the release. It is the surrender. So if you have to cry, you cry. Yeah. I hope this was supportive, and I appreciate everybody being so nice to Cate in the chat. I can't believe this, really. You're welcome. Hey, that's what I say. The card is meant for you. The card is meant for you. If you're here and you're meant to be picked, you're meant to be picked. And this felt like a really, really important message and lesson for you. Oh, there are tears on my journal. Well, okay, I don't know why this is coming in. I've seen people like do this before, but like the tears leave some sort of a mark and then people turn them into doodles. Like they doodle off of them, like whatever shape it creates. I don't know why that's coming in. I don't know if you're a doodler. Relationship question. Who I thought was my soulmate ended our relationship, and I'm trying to navigate next steps of a friendship with him, but worried my heart is still in it. How do I be authentic but not feel hope? I have been working on letting go, grief, and acceptance. Michelle, how much did you relate to Cate's reading? It's clearly no mistake that we have two basically relationship readings. You related to it. Yeah. Something's afoot here. I will mention, Misty talked about this earlier. We are in Leo season. Leo is heart ruled. So maybe you're just picking up on a little bit of that. Okay, this is a multi-part question, so I have to think about how to really get at this one. You thought was your soulmate, but now you're friends. Okay, so I will just share the thing that's popping up right away, and then I'll attend to the rest of your question here. But are you still friends? But are you really friends? That's what's coming in. But is this really a friendship? Should it be a friendship? Do you feel, and you don't have to answer, rhetorical or something for you to think about? Because in part, it seems like that's a question that you're asking yourself. Like, so what is my relationship with him if we're not together anymore romantically? The question is not to ask why he doesn't want to continue to be in a relationship with you. It's about from your perspective. Like, what do you genuinely, if you're being 100% honest with yourself, what do you think a real friendship with him would look like? And when you sit and think about that, like you're dreaming it up, like specifics. So we're in a meditation class together. So if you were to paint a picture for yourself, what does that mean with how often you talk to him? What's off limits and what is within limits to talk to him about when you're just friends again and you're not in a relationship? Because you have to reset every area of your life. What would it be like to go to class and see him? Do you sit near him? Do you avoid him? Do you talk to him? Do you say something? What do you say? So this feels like a very, this seems like you could set a timer for like a half hour and just ask yourself, like, really, really practically, like, we're taking the emotion out of it. We're just saying, okay, so what would a friendship look like? What would it look like? How would we interact? And then would that make me feel comfortable? Would I like that? Would he like that? Because obviously in a relationship, there's two people. And if we want to respect the other person, we're going to consider that just because you think practically it could be a certain way doesn't mean that he'll agree. But we're thinking about ourselves. What would it look like practically? And just and reflecting on that. Feels like reflecting on that a little bit. And if you were here for the readings, reading number 1. These efforts are underscored by what we deem valuable of our energy and our time. It's reflecting. How would I be spending my time? Where would my energy be going in this friendship? What would the friendship look like? It seems really important that you iron that out. And then if you look at it, you say, what emotions are coming up? Does that feel good to you? Do you like that? Does it make you feel uncomfortable? Do you think it's going to work, that it's not going to work? So that's like step 2 in reflecting on it. So writing it out practically and then moving into the emotional space. Like, so how do I feel? Do I like this? Would I want him in my life in this capacity? Do I think I could stick to this if this is about setting boundaries? How could I set those boundaries? It feels, again, this is like a multi-phased thought exercise for practicality. And I haven't even gotten to your exact question, but that is just what came through off the jump. How do I be authentic but not feel hope? I've been working on letting go, grief, and acceptance. Okay, so I think my my exercise seemed designed to take the emotional part out of it first. We're not even engaging with this, the stages of grief, the letting go and acceptance. We're just thinking about, when I look at the situation, what is it? What is it, and how does this work? And then we can step into, well, how do I see myself as I am right now in that situation? Does that make me just feel sad? Do I don't think that I'll be able to handle going to the meditation class? Or if I go to the meditation class, I won't be able to talk to him. I won't be able to sit near him. Like, you can iron out all of those and say, what do you feel like with your emotional state, with where your heart is at, that you can do? Because this is about taking care of yourself. How do I be authentic but not feel hope? I also love this question in the context of it being Leo season, as we've said multiple times now. Leo is nothing if not like, hello, look at me. Here I am, being my authentic self. I am proud of myself. I'm going to take up space. I'm going to be the star. I'm going to be in the spotlight. So I don't know if you are familiar astrologically. I don't know if you know your big 3. I don't know if you know which house Leo is in your chart, because that's where we have our Mercury retrograde going. Again, if you missed that video, that is already up on my YouTube channel, Mercury retrograde in Leo. That seems like the point of focus for you right now. He's been gone, but calling weekly. Yes, number 1 hit home. Ah, no way. Michelle, ours are so similar. I mean, they're not the same, but they're similar. So this Mercury retrograde, so again, I would recommend listening to that video. This is happening in your 12th house, which is about isolation and introspection. So everything I just said to you about asking yourself questions, trying to understand what's going on, and in fact, 12th house, understanding yourself away from other people. outside of a relationship. What is your soul work? Who are you? What is going on? What is the undercurrent? So that is really spot on. So the fact that you're already asking questions, you're already trying to understand, you're trying to heal in the absence of this relationship. We've been in this Mercury retrograde, so that's what you're in. So that makes total sense that this is the kind of question that you asked. And that's where we get back to the second reading, where it was the patience. It was the thing we think is a problem, the thing we think is an issue, the ending of this relationship. We have to wait. We have to be patient. We have to persist. We have to find our inner strength. We can find that. Leo in the 12th house, we're finding our authenticity in the shadows. We're finding it, our truth, our pride, our being, our self-expression in that soul work, in that introspection. When we are alone, you can do that healing. You are equipped to do it. On the hope piece, what's coming through is just thinking about the optimism element here. Could be just regular gratitude practice, could be finding the silver lining in anything, acknowledging literally anything in your life. Doesn't have to be about this relationship. Oh, I found a penny on a street. Yay, grateful. Somebody told me something great happened at work for them. I'm so happy for them. Like there's an acknowledgement of the things that are positive, an acknowledgement of joy. Leo wants to have fun. So we have to feed that as well. So through our healing, we have to play. So when you are 12th house Leo, this healing work has to be infused with joy. We have to find the bright side. We have to find fun, and we have to express. We could be creative. Maybe you are crafting something, knitting something. You're channeling that energy into expression, even if it's not your words, even if you haven't figured out like what to say or what not to say or whatever it is. But it feels like hard boundary. If you are saying that he's calling you, you're supposed to be, if you will, with this period of time in reflection and solitude, not to be bothered. Do not disturb sign up on the door. You have work to do. When he's calling, are you picking up? Something to think about. And I feel I can flip over the card now. Oh my gosh. Michelle. Okay, this is exactly what we were just talking about. This is the heal card. I allow stillness to heal and reveal. This is quiet solitude. This is 12th house. Allowing the healing to come from stillness. This is the first reading, not taking action. This is the second reading, waiting. So I would say for you, it's a combination of the two of them. So having to evaluate, having to reevaluate, where are you putting your energy? Where are your time? You could do that thought exercise I mentioned. What would this friendship look like in every situation that you encounter him? What are your boundaries? How do you feel about it? How can you establish boundaries so that you can, in your stillness, in your alone time, process? Because if you just have, it's like you're trying to meditate and someone's banging on the door. You're like, I can't concentrate. That's how this feels. It's really important to have the stillness, the quiet, the solitude, because you could work through it pretty quickly. Doesn't mean that the solitude is lasting for 6 years. It's just if you're being disturbed, if you're being disrupted, then you can't do the work. You can't have the stillness, the patience, the persistence, the emotional processing, the healing work. 12th house. Yeah, I would definitely, as this week progressed, by Thursday, apparently, rewatch this video, maybe think about what we've talked about today, but rewatch the video that will be coming out today, which is the collective reading on Thursday of this week. Because I guess there'll be some time and things for you to marinate on over the next 4 or so days, and rewatch again those two collective readings with a slightly different lens, and remembering that this is the work that's ongoing, and then separately thinking about that Mercury retrograde, which again I already referenced a little bit for you, but happening in that 12th house. I love when we have these readings and they just fit so neatly, one with each other and two with the collective reading.